of banana fish. We're good to go, we're good to go, we're good to go. So, yes, we have recently covered volume 8 of Banana Fish, as we have volume 7. Volume 7 actually ended on the fact that there is the looming battle between Ash and Arthur sort of coming out the narrative. It's sort of feeding in there, and I actually kind of think it's actually kind of cool, so I want to see it all go down in the manga form. Actually, I've seen it in anime form now. I want to see how it goes down in manga form. But anyways, I should get this sorted out a little bit better because I'm in a bit of a mess, apparently. Right. Do that there, might be better actually, to be honest. Right, so sorry about that. Just had a bit of a sort out of my stuff on the floor. Right, it's actually put onto actually gone live. So, gone live for volume 8. Oop. Of Banana Fish. I'll put my microphone a bit more upwards as well because I just hit it. No, it's gonna stay. It's gonna stay. It stayed. Eventually it stays. For some reason my microphone just falls down all the time now. I've got to sort that out. Right. Yep, we're good to go by the sounds of it. So, let's actually begin. Actually refresh this page as well, so it looks a little bit weird for some reason. There we go. Let's actually begin volume 8. What is this? That is tofu dip. Spread it on a bagel. Good with salad too. And that is aji no hiraki. Dry fish. This here is natto. And this is Japanese spinach salad. And here is miso soup. I think this has gone bad. It stinks. That is the smell of natto. How do you eat it? Add soy sauce, mustard and green onion, then mix it up. Yeah, like that. Keep mixing until very sticky. Then dump on rice and eat. So good. He's adorable. I love him. He's so cute. You like? So good, right? Yeah, so good I'm about to puke. Natto and tofu are both very healthy diet foods. Very good for your meat eaters. Yeah, right. It's thanks to this stuff I grew 2 inches since last year, but still weigh the same. How much? 5 feet 11, 135 pounds. Well, I'm not a senior citizen like some people around here. I do not become any taller at all recently. I do not become any taller at all recently. Is someone in a bad mood? 2 years age difference might have meant something might meant something 15 years ago, but doesn't mean anything today. So 15 years ago I could smack you around. This stinks. That is how it smells. What's the deal? Japanese only eat stuff if it smells bad. Japanese do not say it stinks. We say it has an aroma. Head first. Oh well, what do you expect from a cat? Yesterday evening saw a repeat of the deadly street gang shootouts that have rocked Manhattan with scores of dead and wounded. The most recent scene was Pier 31 on the East Side. Teenagers were armed with submachine guns and military-style assault rifles. Police are now trying to trace the supply routes of these. Why do you turn it off? I know what is happening. It is on TV and newspapers every day. You start all of that. What if I did? What? They got another one? Yeah, they got Clyde from the Quasars? Is it Quasars? Quasars? Everybody's freaking out, man. They all think they're next in line. What are you gonna do, boss? Shut up, I know the situation, okay? Where the hell is that little I haven't seen that word before, actually. Granted, I've not been born in the 80s, but still, I've never seen that word before. Where the hell is that kid anyway? Well, we ought to have bagged him up by now. He's got a Japanese kid with him, for Christ's sake. Looks like Ash is a little smarter than you fellas. Yeah, what about you guys? You haven't even managed to find a reporter and Japanese cameraman. Your mafia's info was worth zip. Watch your mouth. And we are not mafia. Those two are media people. We've got to move cautiously while Papa Dino's away. Getting the press involved with this would hardly help. There's nothing they can do right now. Anyway, they don't have any proof. Look at you, too scared to make a move. Look, if you can't handle this, I'll have to report as much as I can to Dino. Who says I can't handle this? So he hit someone of our guys first. Big deal. We're just getting started here. I swear I'm gonna kill that punk myself. Report that to Papa Dino. Fine. Papa's very busy right now, dealing with an unforeseen occurrence. I don't want to give him any more disappointment. I don't want to give him any more disappointing news. Let's just be real clear on this. Let's be real clear on this. This is your last chance, and I mean that. What are you staring at? You got time to sit there with your mouth hanging open? Freaking go out and find that mother. Got that, retards? Jeez, yes sir. Man. Was he actually that? I swear he was. As I'm trying to remember the trajectory of the narrative in like how this actually took place in the anime, but I'm trying to remember if actually I remember the whole situation from last volume when he actually kind of got Dino's money. I remember that. I'm trying to remember the bit in between that it was actually kind of got to the point where they actually fight. Goddamn idiots. But I swear we've already gone over every inch of downtown, boss, except for Chinatown. And we know he ain't there for sure. The new boss down there is this kid, Sing So Ling. He's just 14 or something, but he's tough. He took over after Shorten, and he's looking after this turf. He's a lot like Ash when he was first coming up downtown. That bunch got a different code from us. Be smart to lay off their turf. Damn, if we look this hard for him and come up with nothing. Where the hell is he based? Maybe he ain't downtown at all. This is Juan Ulies of the Dinks. They're a Mexican group. He was their boss. This one here I can't place. 13 fatalities since the start of this whole week. 14 if you count Wookie. Were all of them allied with Arthur? That I can't say. The old order's a total mess right now. There's no telling who's allied with whom. But there's one thing for sure. This is on a whole different scale from the scuffles we're used to seeing. It's almost as if they're organized like an army. I'd say their leader shows considerable strategic skill. Inspector Jenkins, the chief wants a word with you. Fine, I'll be right there. Charlie, yes sir. Go down to the corner deli and get me some popsicles. Say about 5. Yes sir. I'll see to it. Popsicles? I thought he was diabetic. Yeah, but when he's pissed off, he gets a craving for something sweet. Guess I'll buy him the diet kind. See, I like this part of the manga as well. Like the whole what's it called? Sorry I didn't cover it on Tuesdays because I kind of thought to have a day off at once, but I thought I'd cover it today because I actually had some time before I believe Sucker Pass comes out. But I like the whole what's it called? Part of this manga, the gang part of it. It's actually a very interesting kind of it's a very interesting time in history as well when this manga took place. But you kind of see it brought to life in the manga. It's actually quite interesting, to be honest. What the hell is going on, Ash? Were all those killings carried out on your orders? If so, it's a whole new way of doing things. It's not you, Ash. It's not like you. No, wait, please don't shoot. Ash. Been a while, Waxy. Her life's been one big party for you since you teamed up with Arthur. Enjoy beating the crap out of my buddies. No, man, you got to believe me. I didn't have a choice, man. It was Arthur's orders. Please, I swear, the position they put me in, man. Way I heard it, you tortured them to death while they were begging for their life, like you're doing now. Son of a bitch. Is it also kind of... It doesn't antagonize Ash's character, but it gives you a different side of him, the kind of the more, like, ruthless side of him. Because beforehand, you've always kind of seen him as ruthless, a person that actually doesn't want to back down, but there's always been that whole entire idea that he's always been, I guess... He's shown vulnerability in a way, but at least since the whole like power talk between him and Dino, it's more his ruthless side has come out now. And it's kind of scary to be honest. I told you to watch out for snipers. The enemy isn't always right in front of you. Yes, boss. Wow, got him right in the middle of his forehead. Jesus, the guy was on the flipping roof. What about Waxy's boys? They joined Arthur and double-crossed their friends, Ash. Help! Come on, man, show some mercy. Yeah, we were just following orders. Kill them. You know that. You know that, for Christ's sake. What do you even ask? Right, boss. Hey, come on, Ash, please. You always let the soldiers off before. Screw you, assholes. You think our boss is some kind of Mother Teresa or something? Come on, man, I'm begging you. I don't want to die, man. Ash, wait, please don't do it. Shut the hell up. You freaking sold out your friends just to save your own hides. I swear we don't. My name has become the signal for a massacre. What on earth have I become? But at least the problem is with Ash's character, he acknowledges the fact that she's becoming this person as well. It's relentlessly depressing because he's a character that actually just wants to get out of the life he's in, but the way to do it, he has to sully his hands with blood. It's one of those things that kind of doesn't really tell you the idea of revenge, and what it doesn't really do to a person. You actually can't escape. You can't escape where you were beforehand to actually be able to survive in a way. Hey, you still awake? Hi, Ash. Want a drink? I get it myself. You want something? Okay, a Budweiser. Shouldn't that be a Coke? You're the miner, not me. You come home so late every day. I'm busy with stuff. Man, I'm tired. There's blood on your shirt. You look like you want to say something. The New York Times got something to do with it. Did you do this? The headline said execution's an example. The survivor spoke to the reporter. He said even those who threw away weapons and begged for their lives were killed one by one. All of the victims were killed with precision in an identical manner, with one shot to the forehead. I did not want to believe it, but the only one who can do something like this is you. So? That is your answer? You don't deny it? No. Because I did it. Why? Why did it go so far? You're not the kind of man who shoots defenseless people. Who do you think I am? I'm a murderer, okay? I'm not the student boy president or a summer camp counselor. I told you before, I kill people. This is my life. Those guys sold out their friends to save themselves. Anyone who does that once will do it again and again and again. They paid their price for their decisions, that's all. Ash, that is the logic of the strong. Not everybody can be like you. You are so intelligent, talented, exceptional. Exceptional? Exceptional at what? Shooting people in the forehead? Why do you talk like that? You are not like ordinary people. You don't understand the things of the have-nots. Give me a goddamn break. What the hell are you? Anyway, my goddamn mother? You can crown that lecture. You can crown that lecture, okay? What do you want me to do? Let those double crosses go and get myself killed? No way. Logic's got nothing to do with it. Strength is all that counts. That's how it works on the street. What the hell do you know? Okay, I don't know a thing in your world. I would have been killed a long time ago. But there's one thing I must say. You now are not you. You are not the Ash that Iron Skip and Shorter knew so well. Ash, where are you going? I'm sick of this. You said I'm exceptional. That I'm not like ordinary people that don't understand the things of the have-nots. So let's turn that around. Do you understand my feelings? Exceptional, right? Let's say I am. The problem is I never ever, my whole life, wanted to be. Ash! I never ever wanted to be. Ash, I never ever understood. That's the problem that's the problem here, is the fact that I think this volume actually kind of doesn't really highlight the fact that they're actually in basically two different worlds at this point. How one's trying his best actually kind of how one's trying his best to actually kind of help the other, but there's no way in hell he actually can, because he doesn't know the life that he actually doesn't really lead. And when he actually hears anything about it, it makes him like question every single thing Ash does. And it's a valid thought, to be honest, when you think about it, because he's sullying his hands with blood, but the problem is that's the life he leads. He actually can't escape that. Either if you accept, or you have to kind of just go. That's the problem. It's a depressing kind of character trait that Ash kind of has. That punk Dorman's getting to me, man. Always giving me that look like I'm some kind of lowlife or something. Like you're some kind of lowlife. Hey, screw you, pal. You're the one. You're one ought to be getting the hairy eyeball here. I got elegance, man. I'm like Don Johnson. Nah, you're at least three Don. You're at least three Don Johnsons. Ash's not with you. The boss? Hey, didn't the boss tell you to check who's there first? I checked. Look, where's Ash? He's not with you. What's the big deal? He didn't come home last night. Why are you so calm? He's your boss. Aren't you worried? He ain't Mama's little chili, you know. Our boss is Ash Links, remember? So he doesn't come home for a night. So what? Well, I guess you're right, but do you know where he might be? I have to see him to apologize. Apologize for what? What for? I had a fight last night. A fight with the boss? You got some balls on you, kid. The boss likes to come to public library when he wants to be alone. The likes of us got more business down at the police station than any library. Us? Speak for yourself, man. I was you. I wouldn't bother with him in there, dude. The boss gets freaking steamy when you bust in on his study. If I was you, I wouldn't bother him in there, dude. The boss in there, dude. The boss gets freaking steamed when you bust in on his studying. There. Hi. You saw me, right? Don't pretend you didn't see me. Yup, he's mad at me. I'm sorry about last night. I said too much. I just wanted to tell you about that. You Japanese are always apologizing. Everything's always I'm sorry, like the last time I saw eBay. eBay-san? Shh. Shh. You saw eBay-san? When? Shh. Let's go. This is a library. We can't talk here. Two chili dogs with onion and cheese. And a tavern of Coke. Okay. Try this. It's an American natto dog. Guess that natto made a strong impression. Do you come here often? Sometimes. When I want to take a look at a place I call home. Ash, maybe you think Japanese are always apologizing, but I still want to say I'm sorry about last night. I said too much. It's only because I thought real friends can say what they think, even something bad. Hurting you, that's something I didn't want to do. I know that, but you hit it somewhere where it hurts, and they tend to get sore about it. Huh? Have you ever thought about death? Death? That's right, death. You said I'm not like ordinary people. If there was just one thing I'd say that was true about this, it's this. I'm not afraid of death. People are funny, because of course they don't know anything about death, and never ever experienced it, and knew it was something to fear, but they fear it instinctively. There've been countless times in my life where I thought I'd be better off dead, and nothing could be worse than what was happening to me right then. At times like that, death looks sweet and peaceful, and unbearably enticing. Ash. Kilimanjaro is a snow-covered mountain, 19,710 feet high, and is said to be the highest mountain in Africa. Its western summit is called by the Maasai. Can't actually say that word out loud. Actually, to be honest, I can't actually pronounce it correctly. The House of God. Close to the western summit, there is the dried and frozen carcass of a leopard. No one has explained what the leopard was seeking at that altitude. There we go. Altitude. That's from Hemingway's The Snows of Kilimanjaro. And I think of my own death. I try to picture that leopard's carcass. Why did he come to those heights for what? Why did he come to those heights for what? Did he lose his way chasing some prey and wandered into some spot he couldn't escape from? Or was he looking for something else, climbing higher and higher until he used up all his strength and collapsed? You know something? This is actually killing my heart because I actually realised this is actually just foreshadowing his whole entire character. I think about which way the carcass was facing. Was he trying to get back down, or trying to climb higher? Either way, that leopard knew that he would never be going back. Don't look at me like that. I've never been afraid of death, but I've also never wanted to die. So that makes me feel better. Human beings are not leopards. They do not know their future. They can change it. They know how to climb higher and how to come back down. And you are a human being, yes? Yeah, that I am. Hey Lobo. Been a while since anyone's called me that. Steve, how you been? I've been fine as always. Did you read my letter? You called that a letter? It took me the whole night to get through it. So what do you think? Interesting. If all this is true, of course it's true. Hold on. I've known you a long time. I think you know pretty darn well. Anybody else who's bought me this, I'd scribble on it in red ink. A new literary voice of great imagination and vivid imagery. Go drop it by the New Yorker or something. But it came from you. And on top of that, there's something else about this. It looks like this might be related to a story I've been investigating. Something you've been investigating? What's that? I'll let you in on it eventually. But for now, let's just say I've decided to write the story together with you. So, where do we start? Let's start with the murdered senator. What's his story? Well, now I certainly am getting this visitors. Well, now I'm certainly am getting the visitors today. First Ash, now you. Ash? He's been here? Uh-huh. Kept now. Ash, he came solo. Yeah, well, he ain't afraid to die. Must be. So, what brings the gentleman uptown? So, what brings the gentleman uptown? Let me ask you something first. What did Ash want with you? You really want to know? Oh, hell yeah, of course. I'd hate to hear he's got you wrapped around his little finger. He told me to stay out. What? He said this time he was gonna settle up with you. Gonna settle up with you, so I should just keep out of it. Yeah. So then what do you say? I told him, well, that's just fine, baby. Quote, I don't give a rat's ass about you and Arthur's, I don't give a rat ass about you and Arthur, unquote. Let me tell you what I came down here for. Kane? Yeah, he said he wanted to meet, he wanted to meet, said you could pick the place. What do you think, boss? I can't figure what he's up to. Fine. 9 o'clock tonight. The Winter Garden, Broadway and 50th. Broadway and 50th. Interesting enough, that Cats actually has a film coming out next month as well. Cats is happening in the manga, and it's got a film coming out next month. Interesting. Kind of scary when you think about it. Kane, bladder little on the small side. Ash, that you, man? Camouflage and that Ralph Lauren? That piss getting ready to come out just got scared back up the tube. Notice you've been tracked by some of Arthur's boys. Yeah, you saw that too, huh? They probably figured you were meeting me. Thought it was a good chance to blow me down. Yeah, but then I stepped inside the place and they couldn't figure no more. Say what? Kane blood going in there. It don't look like no showtime at the Apollo. Hell, I don't believe it my own self. I don't believe I've got this front row center ticket. How you lay your hands on that, baby? Yes, sir. You're a man of mystery, Ash. How about taking this to the bar downstairs? Men's room, not for conversation. Arthur, come round to see me. Hmm? Said he wants to play one-on-one. Strictly rule book. Wants me to ref. You laughing yet? Arthur, he's laying in the cut for you, no doubt. So, what's your move? Tell him the answer is yes. You serious? Serious. This means I won't have to kill any more of his boys. He got that a sweet shine on him. He did respect like nickels and dimes. How many of his crew you capped? I lost count myself. I figured at first he was coming up to me to try to get some backup. You get that rat in the corner, and that's when it springs, baby. I don't know what kind of trickery he's gonna try on you. I know. Arthur's so well that it makes me sick, and vice versa. We go back a long way, and ever since I first met him, I pretty much knew it would end up like this. Just so you understand, I told him yeah, he could get a witness if he said okay. Let him know the venue later. Sorry about this. Guess you were getting involved after all. Well, you can say it's following the market trends, my man. Gotta know who's gonna be king of the lower Manhattan next week. Stick around for another drink, Kane. Why? It's almost curtain call, and I dropped that heap of crap excuse for a role Dino tried to pawn off on me. Wanna ride in my new Phantom V? Not much of a history. And there's a ladies' man. Though look where it got him. Graduated from Yale in 1961. Elected to the House of Representatives in 1974. After a stint as an auditor to the Florida State Congress. Florida? What about it? Nothing strange there. He's from Florida after all. It just seems to crop up a lot. He owns a huge ranch down in Florida. Hey, where'd you get hold of this picture? Huh? Oh, that, I got it from a friend of mine. This guy, the one with glasses here, was kidnapped. Kidnapped? It was Kippard. That's Arthur Smiles, White House Chief of Staff. Jesus H. Christ. Where the hell is this going? Central America? Gotta say, Daddy's pretty impressed with you, son. Looks like you already know the facts of life. Steve was talking about the Foreign Relations Committee, how they've been criticizing the state of U.S. Intervention down there. In the charge is a group of Southern Democrats, including the murdered Senator damn it, Groteshell. Their main target is Colonel Thomas Holstock, advisor to the Joint Chiefs of Staff for Central American Affairs. He made his name in Vietnam and got this post soon after his return. Hardline right wing didn't want to stop fighting jungle communism. And guess who strongly pushed his appointment to the White House back then? None other than Senator Raging Bull Kippard and the man who's now White House Chief of Staff, Arthur Smiles. Now let's see how's your 180 IQ. Now let's see how your 180 IQ is going to process this information. The government is convinced that rebel forces in Central America countries are being. The government is convinced that rebel forces in Central America countries are being armed by the Soviets. This bunch anyway, believe that for sure. What they fear more than anything else is Central America going communist. As a leader of the Western world, the US won't tolerate the rise of another Cuba right in its backyard. True. But what are our boys going to do about it? They're going to avoid repeating the botch they made of Afghanistan and intervene under the cover of providing humanitarian support. But our peaceful aid will come. A military coup d'etat. No matter how unstable the current governments are down there, it's no simple matter to provoke just the right kind of popular uprisings so your hand-picked strongman can take power. But bring in your syringes full of medicine and change in regimes because a piece of panda banana. But you can take even a 5-year-old and shoot him full of banana fish, and you can make him run down the street screaming "kill the commies" until he finally falls over dead. What do you think, Dad? Aren't kids at your age supposed to be into like cars and girls? How come you're so up on geopolitics? I read the papers. Oh man. Oh, is that right, Smiley Pants? No need for no need for a complete bloodbath. No last stand. Let the guys running those government escape on a plane out of a nice villa in exile somewhere, while secretly providing support to the military to prop up a new popular juntas. The real purpose of course is to crush anti-government, anti-US movements, what Holstock and his cronies call commies. And by the way, how do you like a coffee? Black Ops style. What you say pretty much squares with Steve's line of thought too. But there's one thing missing. Let's say Holstock and Kippard are paranoid who see commies under every bed. Okay, but this conspiracy's already got an influential staff officer and two powerful politicians on its side. What do they need the Corsican mafia for? Money, of course. To Kippard, Goldzine's one of the boys, one boy after another, that is, and Holstock needs their cash. We're talking about a scheme that could end up like the Jonestown massacre meets Night of the Living Dead. You think a respected senator, a chief of staff, and a chicken colonel want that stain on their hands? Convert funding is the only way. Okay, but what's in it for Goldzine? Do I have to draw a white line? Billions of dollars worth of cocaine traffic coming up from South Africa. It goes through Central America to Florida and to the Mexican border zone before hitting the world market. Right now, the traffic is controlled by several organizations, each with its own route. Not a single group has a monopoly. But if Goldzine had the power to consolidate the market, while the Sicilians are still fighting in Asia over old-fashioned heroin, Dino Goldzine would become the wholesaler of every gram of coke, crack, and freebase sold in everywhere in the world. With the assistance from the United States, it becomes possible. A perfect convergence of interests. You talk about it like it's a chess match, as it pretty much is at this point. But this is serious consequences. Casperone. We're talking about war, kid. Central America is going to go up in flames. That's right, and certain well-placed people are going to get stinking rich from it. War's always good business for those in power. Listen to you, for God's sake. Think about those people. Don't you have a heart? How do you speak the truth? How do you speak the truth? All I can say is, I'm sure I'm glad I didn't raise a boy like you. The thing is mutual. My head hurts. And speaking of the truth, the Corsicans aren't the only ones providing Holstock with funds. I bet big on it. If the one who was backing Holstock was Arthur Smiles, you can be pretty sure there's money coming out of places where Congress has no oversight. Wait a minute, I don't want to hear any more of this. Why not? The facts of life scare you, Dad? Look, I was the type of kid who read George Washington's biography and swore I'd never lie again. Sorry to destroy your youthful innocence, but I have to imitate knowledge of what kind of sick perverts are running this country. The senators and congressmen you see kissing babies at election time. Some of them are regulars at Goldzine's flesh pot restaurant, like that Kippard, for instance. You have any idea who those guys are made of? Do you have any idea what those guys made us do? We were young enough to be their sons or grandsons. If I went into detail, you'd get into your head that if I went into detail, you'd get it into your head what kind of fathers they are. Not the founding kind, that's for sure. What can I say? You know what you're talking about. If you ask me, the White House can go and screw itself. You think the president knows about this? Maybe. Well, if he did, even if this plot was exposed, you know what would happen? Kippard and Holstock get hauled in to testify at a congressional hearing, and that's it. The CIA takes the blame for everything. Maybe a spokesperson from the State Department gets put on a hot seat, but that's as high up as it goes. Watergate is history, Max. Then you tell me you still believe in the pen is mightier than the sword. But I do, kid. You really think journalism is this country? You really think journalism in this country is that powerless? No, I'm not saying that, Dad. Just think about what you can do. Somebody has to get this world to understand when this comes out that it isn't all a fairy tale. These are the facts. Goddamn Dino Goldzine. We'll dig up the evidence somehow. We'll get it out there. No way in hell we're going to let them get away with this. I'm glad to hear it. Wish I could help you out right now, but I have some kind of stupid stuff I have to take care of first. Stupid stuff? What's that? Just stuff. Have you talked to AG yet? I thought he and eBay were supposed to leave tomorrow. Nope. Well, you're running out of time fast. I know that. That supercomputer brain of yours runs a little slow when it comes to AG. Algorithms are right? Not quite the same kind of stuff as unraveling political conspiracies, huh? Leave me alone. What do you know about it? Hey, it's hard on me too. Charlie's been working so hard lately, he's hardly getting any sleep. And when he's working on, what's he working on? Arresting you? I know where you live, but I can't tell him. I can't bring him in on this. He's such a straight arrow. He never in a million years believe the NYPD's in Goldzine's lap. It's hard duping a friend. I know how you feel. Hey, old man. Okay, back to Dad, sonny boy. Hey, Dad. If I die, will you keep working on this? What kind of question is that? Ash, is something wrong? Nah, forget it. Sorry about that. Good luck, old man. Remember, I'm counting on you. It's actually kind of really interesting, though. The whole political angle this whole entire series actually has is actually quite fascinating in a way. Again, it kind of tells you if this actually were to kind of be a real thing, like how embroiled the government actually is in the whole entire thing. It's actually very interesting. Hi, boss. How's it going? Fine. Move. That means let me go in. Got it? Well, this wasn't our idea, okay, boss? What are you talking about? Huh? Yo, hi, Ash. Hey, boss. What are these, jack-o'-lanterns? I hate those things, you know that. Oh, tonight it's Halloween. The kids came for a trick or treat, but we couldn't find no candy here. So we gave them $5, and they bring us all these other. They bring these all in their appreciation. And plus, also, this is roast turkey and walnut casserole from your neighbour, Miss Coleman, next door. Looks good, huh? And there's pumpkin pie from your neighbour, Miss Owen, downstairs. Pumpkin? My neighbours? Who told you to chat up every... Pumpkins, my neighbours? Who told you to chat up every house furrow in the building? So what else can I do? You say the one who says I'm... So what else can I do? You're the one who says I must stay inside it. They all think I'm a Chinese houseboy. I met them all the time in the ground floor supermarket. After a while, we say hello, you know. Oh yes, and I also found out you're supposed to put out your non-consumable garbage on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Step away from the pumpkins. I'm serious. So you met eBay, son, just once. What did he say? He was worried about you. I feel very bad. It was thanks to him I came to America. I just gave him worries. You got a girlfriend? Huh? Why'd you ask such a thing? Why not? You've got a girl back in Japan, don't you? No girlfriend. The America girlfriend means you had sex and stuff. Just a friend, you know. What about you, Ash? I bet you're very popular with girls. Yeah. You guy. There's tons of girls who want to be the boss's woman. I could take my pick if I wanted. But those kind of tramps don't stand a chance. When I was 14, I thought there was this girl I really loved. 14? Wow, so young. So how far did you go? She died before we did anything. She was murdered because they thought she was my girlfriend. I couldn't save her. You want to say I'm sorry again, don't you? Yeah, your face is like an open book. I can't have a relationship with someone from the straight world because the people in my world just won't let it happen. If I'm a burden on you, no, that's not you. That's not you aren't. Let's drop it. Well, we'll just get another fight. Cheers. Hey, it's Halloween. Come on, let's party. Yeah, right. Tell him I'll be right there. Bones, Kong, you awake? We're up, boss. Was that Alex? What did Kane say? Subway, East Broadway Station, 3 o'clock tonight. The local F train to Coney Island doesn't run from 1 to 5 a.m. The station's locked up during those hours. It's no man's land. Got hands to Kane. All he has to do is guard the exits, and Arthur's cut off. He won't be able to bring in any backup. But you know that son of a bitch's boss. He's gonna try some monkey business for sure. Bones is right, and Arthur's got those mob hitters to back him up. I know. After I leave, you two take AG to JFK. A Japanese guy named eBay will be waiting for him at the JAL counter. Don't tell AG about anything tonight. But boss, he's been through a lot with you. He's been through a lot with us, you know. You said yourself, being with him made you think of Skipper a lot. The kid's like one of us now, boss. We're dragging him off to the airport without telling him nothing about what's going down. He's gonna take it like a stab in the back. He's gonna hate you, boss. I can live with that. If I don't come back, Alex takes over. I've already given him the game plan for what comes next. And if I'm popped, don't be stupid. And then, if I'm popped, don't be stupid to take any revenge. You guys concentrate on getting out and staying alive. Boss, I'm going. Just do what I told you. I think it's the end of the first call. Hello, if I remember correctly. It was the end of the first call because I remember there was a break in between between this episode that actually was like it was the break just before the end of summer. Hear that? Lynx and Arthur, right? Yeah, it's finally going down. Where at? Don't know. Nobody's heard. But what they say, get this, is that they're gonna get Kane blood from Black Sabbath to witness. Seems Harlem's neutral in this, so he's the man. The advertising, the venue, neither. Don't want nobody to pull a fast one. Oh man, this is like a Rambo versus Terminator, and no one gets to see the show. Who you got money on? I say Arthur. Everyone knows by now he's the Corsican's boy child. Yeah, but man to boy, Ashling's got the edge, and he beat Arthur before. I'll lay down $20. I lay down $20 as Ash. What odds are you giving? I say it's Arthur. 10 on Ash. You up dark and early? Yo, Kane, nice evening. Full moon out, it's Halloween. Pretty freaking perfect, ain't it? Too bad we gotta go downstairs and say goodbye to this mad fright night. Well, the moon may become you. Well, the moon may become you, but it'll let the 5-0 play Peep and Tom. Just so you know, Arthur, a lot of my boys work in the stations on both sides at this one. So let me reassure you that there ain't gonna be no BS one-on-one. You're gonna play that game tonight. Yeah. What you telling me? What you telling me for anyway? This whole thing was my idea, man. Right. Where's Ash? You picked out of something? Oh, you punked out of something? Now, Arthur, you know there's just no way that's gonna happen. I assume you came here to trick. I assume you came here to kick reality, baby. Oh. Hey Ash, been a while. Thanks for keeping me so busy these last few weeks, yo. Good times, Arthur. Well, gentlemen, step slow and let me show you where the party's at. Dwayne, half you'll stay and keep watch here. The rest go around to the opposite side. Don't let no one get close. Folks, this way. 3 men going in, 2 men coming out. 2 men and a corpse, you mean? Well, now you never know. Could be you getting each other at the same time. This platform end to end is where it goes down. I'll witness from the other side. You're gonna need another pair of eyes. Ooh! Huh? Who the hell are you? He took over from Shorter. Name Sing So Ling. Chinatown? It's nice to be remembered, Ash. Where you come from? How did you find out about this place? I know my boy's been over every inch of the station. Mr. Blood, I'm sure I didn't hear words of disrespect from our network. And you go right ahead and cover every inch. My boy's got over every micron. I have the right to witness this. Neither one of these hope to die. Owns a piece of downtown. Neither one of these hopes to die owns my piece of downtown. This ain't no exclusive rights. Next time, make sure I get an invitation. I heard that. All right, we'll put it to the table. So, gentlemen, what's the word? You okay with the young man here? Watch if you want. No freaking way. I don't care who he is. This wasn't the deal. I don't know this kid, and I ain't having him or anyone else around for this. Understand? So I've got a piece of downtown, mister. You've almost got the whole pie. Don't see why you're so upset over one extra witness. Something on the bill tonight you don't want me to see? Yeah, Arthur. Damn, whatever. Those little punk. I've got nothing to hide. Fine, give me your pieces. I ain't carrying. Last time me and him went head to head, I lost a part of my finger, see? Haven't touched the trigger since. Gonna have to put you down, Arthur. Huh? My word ain't good enough for you? Justice is death, baby. You swore me into preside over this. I'm gonna do it by the rules. One knife each, no other weapons. Station's been searched, and I'm pleased to say no one's tried planting a gun. The ring's been cleaned and swept, so you're ready. Yeah, I've been ready for a long time. Me and Singh will be watching from the other side. We'll be carrying no weapons, because that's the rules, and we won't be saying or doing nothing, because that's the rules. And no dirty tricks, because that's the rules. It's either if either one of you pulls something funny, you go up against us. Go. This time I'm gonna make you puke blood, mofo. It's a silent weapon, you ass. Ha! Damn, from the other side? You rooting for Ash? Huh? Shut the hell up, man. I ain't rooting for anybody. Die? What? What's with Ash? Train? Huh? Huh. Train's coming. Say what? There's no way. Station's closed till morning. No, he's right. Listen to that. Huh? The hell's going on? Arthur, goodbye, cruel world. Crap. Damn. When you see it here, it's just like, damn, son. Would you really? Waste him. Arthur, you low piece of... Huh? Sing, get the hell down. Damn, they set us up. Boss, you okay? Stay back, all of you, stay back. Huh? Damn, Johnny, oh man. Arthur, you're a dead man. Kane, get Ash's piece off of him. What the? Quick, grab it. All yours, kid. And next time, no kid either. What are you waiting for? This is a goddamn barrel. Shoot. Just blow him away. Oh yeah, full auto. Ugh. Forget him, Christ. Finish this. Where's your balls? That shiv was all he had. You ain't coming out, punk? Okay. Huh? Ash, catch. Huh? Damn. Jesus. Shh. Kill him! I don't believe this. He's alone, for Christ's sake. You got that wrong, Arthur. He ain't alone. Ooh. Move in. Dang, they got us outnumbered. Into the train. Shut the doors. We're pulling out. Ah! Ash! Hmm? Shit. Arthur, that Sky is that Shiesty? Mofo? How he got hold of his own train, man? Gotta be someone at the transit authority inside Dina's deep pockets. So now what? You need to ask? My man. Everybody, and I mean everybody. We're going after that train. He crossed the family. Now I'm gonna make that Arthur suffer. Yeah. Shit, Sing. Now how do you get all them boys of yours in here anyway? I told you, man. Your boys slapped their big feet all over the floors, but our skinny Chinese asses were hiding way down the cracks. Hey, god damn it! Next time I tell you to check a place. Yeah, boss. Head over to Coney Island. Gotta be the end of the line. It's also kind of cool that this whole entire thing's a massive reference to what's it called? The Warriors, because the Warriors actually has the exact same plot idea as well. I think if I remember correctly, the Warriors actually go down. They go to Coney Island at the end, but they also go down into the train system as well, because they're on the run because they've been wrongly accused of killing the actual commander or something. If I remember correctly in the film, it's also a very good film as well. It's a very good film. It's on, huh? Ash and Arthur are gonna settle on the F train. No kidding. You hear? Arthur pulled a double cross. Said he's going one-on-one, and then snuck his boys in for backup. I say he ain't no boss no more. Get this, Black Sabbath and the Chinese are going after him. No fair, they get to have all the fun. Count me in, I want a piece of this. Let's go, you got it. Hell yeah. It's actually really cool as well, to be honest. I do really like this part of the manga. Hey! Holy fuck! Get back, Arthur. Arthur! It's Ash, he's on the train. Huh? What? What should we do, boss? He shot Jeffrey smack in the forehead. Get a grip for Christ's sake. What are you so goddamn scared of? See this is good news, if he ain't alone. Where was he? I think about 4 or 5 cars back. Ted, it's me, you hear me? Yeah, boss. Keep going to the end of the line. How many guys you got there with you? Huh? There's me and Chuck and Slatter and a few more. Leave 2 guys there in front and get everybody else back out into the train. There we go. Ash is on board. Huh? He's alone. We're moving on him from both ends. Go. Damn. There he is. Oh man. Oh god. Hey, leave him alone. Move in. This is so unbelievably cool. Huh? Huh? Ash? You in the toilet? Ash, where are you? Where do you go at this time of the night? Hmm? Where you going? Huh? Ash is not here. Do you know where he went? You're keeping a secret from me, aren't you? Since you're always awake anyway, get your stuff together. We're taking you to the airport. The airport? Yeah, JFK. A Japanese guy named eBay is waiting for you at the JAL counter. Is that Ash? His order? That's right. Hey, come on. We don't like this any more than you do. And the boss don't either, but this is the only way. If we told you sooner, you'd have taken off, right? With you around, the boss can't do what he's got to do. Come on, give us a break, AG. What's the time? Huh? The flight. I think it was at 8:10. And I still have a lot of time. I want to be alone. I'm not trying to run away, I promise. Please. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Live in different worlds. How many times do you tell me that? Is that really true? Is it true you can't really be friends if you live in different worlds? Do you really believe that? With you around, the boss can't do what he's got to do. If you decide that this is the best way, I'll go along with it. I'll go back to Japan and I'll never come to this place again. Hey! The hell? Where is he? I can't see anything. Ah! Out of the car. Get the hell back. What's going on in there? Arsehole shut out the lights. Did they get out? Don't know. Couldn't see. Shooting stopped. Hmm? Oh, Jesus. Ah. Hey. Oh, man. Let me out. This is too messed up. Boss, Jesus, just forget this, okay? He's on a killing spree. Half of our guys dead, okay? This is Terminator style, boss. Tell me that arsehole's human. He's gonna waste us all, okay? What's the matter with you? I'm sick of everybody making that little punk into the angel of death. He's just a kid who's good at putting them nice quarter-sized holes into guys who think they're at the goddamn arcade. So if it ain't asking too much responsibility of you, stone killers, don't be a dumbass, okay? First light of the day is just in a little while, and this train's got to get above ground soon. He won't be in the dark anymore. That's when we get him. Yeah, a sunrise service, Ash. Let some of the daylight in your forehead, asshole. It's your stuff, man. I have no stuff. Let's get going. Please tell Ash from me. Take care of his life. I always will, and I'll always wish him luck, even far away. I can't take this. We've got to tell him, Bones. Shh. Tell me what? Are you hiding something else from me? Tell me, please. I need to know the truth. Did something happen to Ash? Right now, the boss is fighting Arthur. This is a showdown. It's one-on-one. 3 guys behind, 3 in front, no 4. Where's Arthur? Which side? Yeah, I might get it this time. Could easily be. Yeah, they'll wait for the light. Woohoo! Step on it, man. Train's about to come out. Move. For I roll the Schultz out of that belly. Huh? I'll listen to all that noisy revving outside. And he's too young to drive too. Too slow, man. Oh, so trying to get us killed? We're taking the Manhattan Bridge. Haul ass, man. Kane, we're going to come over to the Manhattan Bridge. Stay with the F line. We're going to go with the Brooklyn Bridge. See you at Coney Island, baby. Time to ride that cyclone. Where? East Broadway Station. It's probably all over now. Come on, let's get going. You get on first. Hey. Ow. Hey, wait a minute. AJ, get back here. Hey, enough already. Look. Now you can tell the boss we tried, right? So we get socked in a few times, so what? You don't want to do this anymore more than I did. Just be ready to get your own new set of teeth. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I suppose. Let's quit wasting time and get our asses over there. You got it. How many times I had to hear you calling out in your sleep? You cut up really small, and you kept on crying out for your mother. Friends to be asleep. It was so hard for me. What were those nightmares about? Having to kill Shorter, or just one of those horrible things, or just one of those horrible things, all the things they did to you when you were growing up. Hey, G, where are you headed all this time? Where are you heading this time of night? The cold heart that's not afraid of death. The cold mind that plans and leads and schemes. It's just because you need it all. You need all that in. Just because you need it that way inside, don't you? You need to push it all under the ice. Bathroom. For God's sake, Ash. Don't you see? It's all so cruel if you die now. You're late, Charlie. Sorry, my car broke down. Came in a cab. What situation? It's a freaking street parade out there. All the kids suddenly jumped into action. Huh? Where's Inspector Jenkins? In the operation room, getting ready to catch hell, pal. What took you so long, Charlie? Sorry I'm late. Things are starting to move now. The lead group seems to have just entered Brooklyn. Where the hell are they headed? Inspector, the air patrol just called in. The lead group is now heading south on McDonald Avenue, along the F line tracks. The F train? Hey, somebody get me the subway map. I thought it didn't run at this hours, but all the way to the end of the line, Coney Island. Huh? That's it. Huh? Sun's up. Rise and shine, asshole. God damn. Huh? No! No, please, don't do it. God damn. Damn it. Hey, Frederick. Why you what? Why? You never called me by my first name before. Ash. You won. Go on and kill me. What the hell are you gonna do with that, huh? You're the guy who jacked up my hand back then. You know I can't squeeze my trigger. This is your joke? I know you want to kill me. Jesus, just do it already. You got this all wrong. All you're thinking about is how I can shoot you dead. You're thinking in a second it'll be over. Well, it's time you stop running away. To be continued. That is the end of volume 8. Oh boy, this is the point. This is the kind of, I guess when you think about it, it's actually the point in their return for both characters. For Eiji, kind of primarily, because primarily speaking, Eiji's kind of drifting into the world that Ash is actually currently in. Like beforehand, Ash has always kind of been in his own world. Actually, kind of, he's shut people out because he knows for certain he actually can't have relationships with people that are outside of his own world because he understands they will die. But Eiji's kind of different. Eiji survives the whole entire time, so he actually doesn't want to actually leave him behind. He understands what death would mean for him at this very one point. So it's one of those things that you can tell at this point. Eiji's ready to actually kind of sully his hands, as well actually kind of get into the life that probably Ash is actually kind of living. So when you think about it, this actually is kind of like the start. This is the crescendo moment for his character. This is actually the point in which he actually will in theory kind of go into the actual abyss in a way. Actually quite interesting because it doesn't very start off and actually doesn't very primarily focus on the fact of them being in two different worlds. How Eiji can't come to grips with the idea that he actually is living this life. And it's true. This whole entire volume has always highlighted the fact that Ash is this killer. He's a stone cold killer. He's someone that actually has no remorse at this point. It actually is alarmingly terrifying to see how well he actually is able to take these people out, because he took them out with no remorse and no kind of second thought. He pulled the trigger and actually killed them instantly. He's kind of like Batman in a way. And in doing so, he's instilled fear into everyone else. Like, no one else I've seen in quite a while has ever instilled that much fear into people. Actually, to the point that they fear death, because in a way they're meant to take down Ash, but they can't take him down. They understand that they're powerless towards how he actually acts. And it's just one of those things that highlights the life that Ash lives. He wants to get out of the life he's living, don't get me wrong. He's trying to escape it, but he has no way to do so. In every single thing he does, he's always going to come back somehow and actually kind of sully his hands with more blood than beforehand. And it's depressing. It's depressing the life that Ash lives, because he's a character who just wants to get out of the world he's in. There's no way he can. He's always going to constantly be back into the exact same place he was before. And I guess killing Arthur doesn't for actually kind of, it closes one chapter on his whole entire existence in a way, but it doesn't ever get by the life he actually has. It always will be there, and the nightmares he actually has is a remembrance of that whole entire idea. And it's kind of it's terrifying when you think about it. It actually just highlights the depressing nature as how entire manga actually has. Much like Blade of the Immortal, when you think about it, though this whole entire part of the manga is actually quite cool and actually really well done, it doesn't detract from the fact that you don't really feel that sense of gratification at the end of it, because you know Ash has taken down one character from his past, but he's still stuck in the life he's still in. There's no sense of gratification. Nothing he does. Everything he does makes you go, oh damn. It makes you question what's going to happen next. And it's one of those things that this manga actually does quite well. It manages to actually juxtapose the feelings quite well. And yeah, I mean, the next volume probably will in for actually delve more deeper into Eiji's character, but I do actually appreciate that Eiji is trying his best to actually kind of help Ash in a way. He understands he might not be able to do very much because the character actually hasn't been able to actually do very much this whole entire time. But he's gonna do a lot. He's gonna try his best at this very one point. He's gonna try and just do right by his friend in a way. It's actually kind of depressing when he was actually mentioning about the fact of what his life actually led to this very one moment as well, and how his death at this point would be really cruel. And it's actually kind of true, though you understand the ending of the whole entire anime is even more crueler. But at the same time, any other point beforehand, it's even worse because he actually hasn't been able to actually, like, I guess what's the word? like, I guess, kind of get his revenge. Basically, he'll die, not be able to do anything. He actually just, it's kind of it's horrible when you think about it. The life that could in theory happen to him if he actually wanted to die. That's very on point. So death was never an option for him. So yeah, I mean, it's also quite interesting that Arthur has basically been like bigged up this whole entire time to the point that he actually is like on this pedestal. Until we reduced back down to 0 as well. It's quite interesting as well how he actually had this like really like, oh, I'm gonna take down Ash. I'm gonna be the one to actually do it. And actually, in the end, when you think about it, he's actually no more than just a mouse at this point. He's scared. And it's quite interesting. I like it. I like how his manga actually has always done that. Has always actually kind of reduced the characters back down to 0, to actually have no one actually kind of feel as if they're actually in power. And yeah, I mean, let's wait and see what happens in Volume 9. But very, very interesting. It's very on point. So yeah, that is me enough for today. You actually are watching this stream on Twitch, then doing really a follow on Twitch, because indeed it's been quite a bit. You're watching this stream on YouTube actually when it's uploaded later, then doing free, leave a like on YouTube, actually leave a sub, because both do help me quite a lot. Actually have enjoyed what I hear on YouTube, just take along with the whole entire point, doing free. Follow me on Twitter, or join my Discord as well. Both will tell you when he streams, live streams I do as well. But until next time, some more banana fish. See you guys later. Bye for now.